Sleep. At various points in my life, my sleep quality has been less than stellar, and the last year and a half have been no exception. First off, I'm a very light sleeper. My husband can sleep through the sound of trains going by, terrific thunderstorms, and even kids crying. But I am the exact opposite. If I hear someone calling me, I can jump and be ready to run. That said, my sleep has taken quite the hit over the years. My hubby is the one who started tracking his sleep years ago, and he now has years worth of his own personal sleep data. Meanwhile, I just kept going, not taking my sleep seriously, which only added to my health issues. But after a year plus of worsening sleep, I finally decided to take serious action and see what I could do to improve my sleep. And I'm sorry I waited so long. So here are the steps that I took to improve my sleep and finally start getting the rest I so desperately needed. Darkness. Studies show that even just a little bit of extra light can drastically affect your sleep quality. Make sure that the room is completely dark. I use blackout curtains on top of blinds. Also, don't forget about small lights that can come from oil diffusers, phones, alarm clocks, etc. Make sure it's all off or blocked in some way. Also, don't forget about the blue light that emanates from your phone and other such devices. I know, we all do it. I'm the guiltiest of them all. I used to be on my phone right up until I fell asleep. But now I'm changing that. Something I didn't know is that blue light suppresses the release of melatonin. It's a hormone that helps you fall asleep. Most authorities on this subject suggest you cut off your exposure to blue light at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. I have found that even an hour before bed has made a difference for me. But see what works best for you. Hormones. This has made the biggest difference for me. I already have ADHD and estrogen dominance, but I'm also in my 40s and dealing with low thyroid levels. All of these things can cause melatonin levels to drop. Working on balancing my estrogen made a huge difference, but it still wasn't enough. So I tried adding CBD oil. It helped a little, but not like I was hoping. I still had occasional issues waking up in the middle of the night. Then I found a CBD supplement that also had melatonin, CBN, and myrcene. All 4 of these ingredients play a very important role in creating the perfect combination of what I needed to finally fall asleep and stay asleep again. I had to play around with the dosage because just one was not enough. The brand I use makes them in a gummy, so it's easy to cut one in half if you only need half or 1 1/2. I actually found that I need 2. And they work so well that I have to make sure that I take them exactly 30 minutes before I want to fall asleep. The timing is perfect though. I have time to brush my teeth and finish my nighttime routine, and then it truly is sleepy time when I turn off the lights. The company that I use is Soul CBD, and their Sleepi Gummies are one of the most important elements in helping me to sleep all night. I have included a link in the description below. Temperature. Have you ever waken up because you were too hot? We usually set the temp at 65 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit before heading off to bed. But my hubby is a very hot sleeper, so I kept researching and found that eucalyptus sheets are much cooler than our organic cotton sheets. They are supposed to last longer and are naturally hypoallergenic and antibacterial. There are many benefits to using eucalyptus sheets, but a big one for us was how much cooler they keep us. There are quite a few companies that make eucalyptus sheets now, and if you are curious about the brand that my family now uses, you can find a link in the description below. I did a bunch of research before deciding which company to go with, and so far I've been very impressed. Tracking sleep. Tracking your sleep is important because you need to know if what you are doing is actually working. Sure, you might remember if you woke up in the middle of the night, but maybe you aren't getting that 7 to 9 hours in that research has shown we need. But are they perfect? No sleep app or device that is currently available is perfect. But by tracking your sleep, you can have a better idea of what your sleep life looks like. Think of it as a journal for your sleep routine, which, like journaling, helps your brain see your current life a little clearer. You will start to see what time you usually go to bed and perhaps start tweaking it if you need to go to bed a little earlier. Going to bed on time is something that happens for most of us as children because our parents looked out for us and made sure it happened. But as an adult, it's up to us to make that happen. And I have to admit that I haven't done the best job of protecting my bedtime during my adult years. But tracking my sleep has helped me start to make slow and steady changes in the right direction and start protecting and honoring earlier and healthier bedtimes. The sleep app that I have been using is called Sleep Cycle Sleep Tracker. There are others out there, but this is the one my hubby has been using for years, and after trying it myself, I have been pleased with it thus far. Exercise. Recent studies show that exercise can help decrease insomnia. They found that folks that do at least 30 minutes of moderate daily aerobic exercise may see a difference in sleep quality that same night. When I put this to the test, I found that it definitely helped me go to sleep. There are 3 things that I recommend when it comes to this. Exercise earlier in the day, if you can. I find that if I work out close to bedtime, it can be hard for me to wind down. Hydrate throughout the day. I hydrate before and after exercise, but not right before bed. This helps me sleep all night without having to go to the bathroom. Find an exercise you love so you will stick with it. This was hard for me at first. The exercise I love is swimming, and I didn't have a pool available to me at the time. My hubby suggested a new virtual reality exercise program at the time that had just come out. I tried it and was hooked. The program I use is called Supernatural. They made exercise fun and challenging at the same time, so it was something I could actually stick with on a daily basis. If you are curious about this program, you can find the review video I did on it by clicking on the link in the description below. Journal. This is something I learned to do from years with good counselors. Writing out my thoughts and worries really helps me let go, so I'm not going to bed with stuff stuck in my head. You might find this helps you as well. I taught my teenager to do this during the pandemic, and it really helped her as well. It's amazing what getting your thoughts down on paper can do for your brain. Create a routine. When I became a parent, I had to create a routine for my child, a routine for feeding and sleep, but most of it was to make sure she slept and slept well. As an adult, nobody is going to do this for you, but the brain works very well with routine, and that was something I did as a gift to myself. Your nightly bedtime routine should be crafted just to fit you, but I find that having that routine helps my brain wind down. If it helps you, I am happy to share my bedtime routine. But remember, your bedtime routine should fit you. If any of this helps you, I would love to hear your thoughts and hear about how you hacked your sleep. Please feel free to leave a comment below or find me on Instagram. And if you're interested in future videos like this one or my other videos, please subscribe below. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Essi Flynn.